damn good looking
depending
too.
on his campaign, I probably would be behind it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
He's extremely charismatic. I'll say
Mhm.
that.
Good to see you guys. Everyone's in one pack, so everyone's still alive as we go. So that's a good
Yeah.
sign always.
We're here. We made it.
I was wondering which one of you three would probably make the best secret agent between you?
You mean our real life selves? Which one would make the best
Yeah.
secret agent? I think Nicole. Because Nicole is she's deceptive. She is so
Not in
sweet.
life.
But I'm saying that's why you'd make a great
and
secret agent.
she's conniving.
No, no,
And she's,
I'm saying because she's so sweet, she's even keeled, she's generous. So that would make a brilliant secret agent. Like if you were a mole in our midst, I'd have no idea that you were the mole.
That's true. I'm not very strong though, so I would need someone else to do my fighting
muscle?
for me.
There you go.
But yeah,
Brain power, Nicole. You can figure everything out that way.
I'm going to defer to Krys Marshall because she's one of the cooler under pressure characters I've ever met. I think that's a very necessary characteristic if you're carrying a gun in large crowds. I would trust only her to do that.
Krys, are you wearing evidence with the earrings, or these new ones or different ones?
That's good eyes on you, boss.
You really have good eyes, man. I'll tell you what. It's funny. Each of us, we've been given so much creative license in this project. I mean, they wrote a beautiful story, but then when we go into the fittings, our costume designer, Sarah Evelyn, loved to just talk to us and say, what feels right to you? And so for me, I love incorporating elements that feel very Robinson and then bits and pieces that feel very Krys. And I personally just love hoop earrings. So that sort of played some in our world. Thank you for noticing.
Absolutely. How could I not? I was paying attention to the show and what's going on. So
Yeah. Plus, you're not sure she's not a murderer, which is
There you
good.
go.
Yeah.
I'm part of this whole thing. I'm invested, so I'm looking around. John, I was wondering too, like to speed up this whole case, you had a brief crossing with John Sugar. He could have helped out on this case too.
You know what? He sure would have, actually. And if we could get Colin on the case, I think this whole thing would be cracked faster. It's a question of whether or not he made the 25,000 cut.
There you go.
If you know, you know.
Did you guys figure out your characters? When you got this script, was this like a thing that's given away at the beginning, or you had to wait with like a seal to unveil what happens to you in each episode?
The second one.
Yeah, we had to wait.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think as it went on, each of us continued to wonder, who did it and did I do it? So each episode you're like, did I do it? I still don't know.
Maybe you did.
Then maybe I did.
Yeah.
Exactly. Until it continues to unravel in front of you. And then finally, when we get to the finale, which you haven't seen yet, everyone's mind is just blown. That's all I'll say. It's just, you will not see any of it coming. It's impossible to see it coming.
And one more for you. Would James Marsden make a good president? The actual James. What are you guys saying? Would you live in a world where James Marsden's running this country?
Would you?
He's very congenial and he's a smart guy. So
damn good looking
depending
too.
on his campaign, I probably would be behind it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's extremely charismatic. I'll say that.
Yeah, and even keel. I mean, my vote would go to Sterling K. Brown. I think he would.
Well, that's a good one right there, for sure.
Handsome man, great family, good with people. Yeah, that's my vote.
And would be
Sterling
Stern when
2028.
needed. Stern when needed to take care of things. So
Exactly.
It's Sterling we trust. This was fun, guys. I cannot wait to see what happens to you, and keep an eye out for everything. I'd say to everyone watching this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
This was fun. Take care, guys.
Cheers, brother.